This team is great. It's full of women. Oh my gosh, you creep! Get away from me! No, no, no! Hey everybody, it's Red and welcome back to more Pokemon Yellow! Last time we got to Cerulean City and we took a stroll around the place, getting ourselves an Eevee and immediately evolving it into freaking Jolteon, which we're not gonna be using at all. And this time, we're actually gonna be holding off a little bit on the gambling, because I don't have a problem. Nope, I don't. And we're actually gonna go into the Celadon gym. I was getting bored. Of what? Just sitting around? Yeah, I get it, I get it. As always, in this gym, after you defeat the leader, you will not be able to fight any of the trainers. So, I wanna fight them all. And here's a little fun fact. This gym is grass type. But all of the Pokemon with one oh, great. Screw you! All the Pokemon with one exception, well, from the trainers, the leaders, and other story, are actually grass poison. So if you bring in something like a psychic type or a ground type, oh, not a ground type per se, because, you know, absorb and super effective damage. But if you bring in a ground type move or the psychic type Pokemon, you're gonna have the time of your life. So Alan right here might just be able to sweep the entire gym by himself. I am not joking. Of course, I am gonna have to take a couple trips to the Pokemon Center because there are more than 10 Pokemon. I could just use an Ether, but hey. See that? Super effective damage. It's just gonna be so easy. This is not even gonna be a challenge. And here's another Oddish. So I'm just gonna fight all the trainers here. Aren't you the Peeping Tom? No, my name's Yellow. What? Oh no, the creepy old guy outside. Oh my, no, I'm still grossed out. No, gee, oh my god. Okay, now, while we're going over to fight Erica finally, I just have to say, poor Erica. She is probably the saddest gym leader ever. First of all, this right here doesn't have to be the earliest that you can fight her, or the latest that you can fight her. If you want, you can actually go through an entire other dungeon and probably grow like 5 levels before you face her. Second, there is only one trainer that you're actually required to fight in the entire gym with 7 trainers. You only have to fight this one right here with the Execute. Great protection right there. And also, her team, first of all, you can get Charmander on the route right there. You can get Growlithe and Vulpix if you didn't pick Charmander in Red and Blue. And then there's also Abracadabra and Alakazam. And there's just so much that poor little Erica just can't do anything about. I'm not even gonna bother saving before fighting her because she's just so sad. Hello, lovely weather, isn't it? It's so pleasant. Oh dear, I must have dozed off. Welcome. My name's Erica. I'm the gym lead. I'm the leader of Celadon Gym. I teach the art of flower arranging my Pokemon out of grass type. Oh, I'm sorry. I had no idea that you wished to challenge me. Very well, but I shall not lose. Oh, Erica, if only you knew. Oh, I'm so sorry. I don't know why she was British / Scottish / she changed halfway through it. I'm so sorry, but she's clearly Japanese inspired. I don't know what I'm doing. She's gonna start off with Tangela, level 30, Bind, Mega Drain, Vine Whip, and Constrict. Pure Grass type, the only pure Grass type in the game, which is interesting. You know, it's good that she has a pure Grass type because everything else is Grass Poison or Grass Psychic. In Red and Blue, she would actually have a level 29 Victory Bell with Razor Leaf, Wrap, Poison Powder, and Sleep Powder. Victory Bell is a lot stronger than Tangela. There's not a whole lot that I can say about that because that's just how it goes. That's just how the cookie crumbles. I enjoyed saying that last time, so I'm saying it again. So I'm just gonna amber it up. Because it's a pure grass type, it is not weak to ground like other Pokemon. Oh, it's using Bind. But yeah, it's a Tangela. It's nothing interesting. It doesn't evolve. It doesn't have great stats. It's not a danger at all. Good, you missed. And yeah, I did sweep this entire gym with just Alan. There, I just went over to the Pokemon Center because I ran out of PP. Next up, she's gonna send out Weeping Bell, level 32, Rep, Stun Spore, Sleep Powder, and Razor Leaf. 3 levels higher than her Victory Bell in red and blue, but it's a Weeping Bell. I will have to run the math in order to figure out which one is stronger. I do think Victory Bell will be stronger even at the lower level because base stats work like that. But yeah. First of all, Tangela and then a Weeping Bell. There's just... it's kind of sad. Acid is... Wait, Acid? Did it use Acid? What? What? Wait. What? Acid? It should... What? No. No. Only one of her Pokemon has Acid? What? That's not... What? I'm gonna stall. I wanna know what else this guy has. This is so weird. It should not have Acid. It clearly has it, but it shouldn't have it. Level 32, it's a Weeping Bell I'm playing on yellow. That's how it's... What?
I'm just gonna use Sand Attack. Maybe he'll get to use his other 3 moves. Razor Leaf? Okay. Let's see what else you have. This is so weird. Stun Spore? Okay, you're supposed to have that. Razor Leaf? Okay, we saw that. So Razor Leaf, Stun Spore, Acid? And what's the 4th move? This is so weird. Sleep Powder, so it doesn't have Rep. Okay, that is so weird.
Huh, I guess Bulbapedia is wrong. I should fix that. Because it really, it says, oh, I'm so confused right now. Anyway, in red and blue, she would have a Tangela level 24 with Constrict and Bind. Yeah, it's even sadder than her Tangela here. It's Constrict and Bind, just that's it. Oh, I had to share the experience. Oh, level 32 anyway. And Spark gained some experience, okay. Next up, she's gonna send out Gloom. Level 32, Acid, Petal Dance, Stun Spore, and Sleep Powder. Look out for that freaking Petal Dance. 100 power. Special coming from a Gloom. It will hurt. But not if you're underground. On red and blue, she would have a Vileplume level 29, Petal Dance, Poison Powder, Mega Drain, and Sleep Powder. It is pretty much the same, but instead of Stun Spore, she has Mega Drain. That's the only difference. And once again, it's a Vileplume, while here is a Gloom. 3 levels higher, but yeah, I will have to run the numbers in order to figure out which one is more powerful. The one that has the slightly higher level or the evolution. I'm again willing to say the evolution, but yeah. Okay, it's not using Petal Dance, which is good. Petal Dance does lock you into using Petal Dance over and over, and then you will get confused in the end. So it is not a perfect move, but yeah, it is so powerful. It really hurts. And there we have it. It's Erica. There we go. She's down. Oh, I can see defeat. You are remarkably strong. I must confer you the Rainbow Badge. And we get 3,160. That's correct, but her Weeping Bell. Oh boy. The Rainbow Badge will make Pokemon up to level 50 obey. It also allows Pokemon to use strength in and out of battle. Please also take this with you. And we get TM21 Mega Drain. Half the damage it inflicts is drained to heal your Pokemon. And then she turns away in shame. You are cataloging Pokemon. I must say, I'm impressed. I would never collect Pokemon if they weren't attractive. That's probably why you lost. Also, you have a Tangela? What are you talking about? And you have a Gloom? And you have a Weeping Bell? What are you talking about, girl? That makes no sense. But yeah, she's just so sad. She was actually kind of buffed when it comes to level here in yellow. But wait, where's the gym guy? Huh, he's missing. Okay. Now, I'm gonna teach Ice Beam to Tattle because this move is amazing. It is so good. I'm gonna get rid of Double Slap just because, you know, we have Mega Punch as a normal move. So I'm gonna teach her Ice Beam. It is that good of a move. You could also use that against Erica. You can just get so much against her, right in her city. And also, a little fun fact about Celadon City, the city of rainbow dreams. In different languages, it will actually have names for different colors. Celadon is a shade of green, but depending on the language, it might actually be named after a certain shade of blue or a certain shade of some other color. Which is kind of interesting because, you know, this is the city of rainbows. Don't touch the poster at the game corner. There's no secret switch behind it. Oh, there's a secret switch behind the poster in the game corner. But before, of course, we go to the game corner, there is something that we must get.
This lot's just reeling the dough, big time.
Why are people so weird? I'm actually looking for a certain building. This is it. Hey.
Psst, there's a basement under the game corner.
Oh, so there's an entire basement. Go ahead, laugh. I'm flat out busted. No more slots from me. I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. And we get a coin case. The guy just ruined his life because of gambling. And he gave a kid, a 10-year-old, his coin case, encouraging gambling. I swear, games. Yes, he did. My Pokemon are so weak, so I often have to go to the drugstore. She's referring to the place in the department store called the drugstore. Hi! We're taking a break now. I don't know why that was so amusing to me. So, now that we have the coin case, we can actually go into the game... Well, you can actually go into the game corner without the coin case. But first, I want to come over here to the prize corner. You can talk to those guys. They don't say anything interesting. We exchange our coins for prizes. You can get yourself some very unique and rare Pokemon, which include Abra, which is hard to get, Vulpix, which is not available in Pokemon Yellow, and Wigglytuff, which is an evolved form that requires a Moonstone. You can also get a Scyther, which is a really hard Pokemon to catch. I don't even know if it's on... No, it is. I think. Not entirely sure. You can also get Pinsir, which is another really strong Pokemon, and Porygon. This is the only way to obtain Porygon in the game. So let's talk about Porygon. Have you ever stopped to think what would a mid-tier evolution between Clefairy and Clefable would look like? Well, it would look like Porygon. What do I mean by that? Well, it's simply put worse than Clefairy. Now, Porygon is a very unique Pokemon. If you know anything about Pokemon, it's probably that Porygon caused some people to have epileptic attacks in Japan, causing an episode to never be aired again. And Porygon should never show up again in the anime ever, even after like 800 episodes and 2 evolutions. So Porygon is unique, but when it comes to is it a good fighter, the answer is sure. When it comes to stats, Porygon is literally worse than Clefairy at everything. Everything! It has less HP, less attack, less defense, less special, and less speed. And when it comes to moves, they learn the same stuff. Aside of course from 1 or 2 different moves, for example, Porygon learns Psybeam at level 23, which Clefairy does not, but Clefairy does get access to the TM for Psychic, which is stronger than Psybeam anyway, so... There are a couple differences here and there. Porygon does get access to agility which does overcome its, low speed. But overall, Clefable is just a better Pokemon. There is no way around it. Everything that makes Porygon viable, it just hasn't been invented yet. Things like its evolutions, like Porygon 2 and Porygon Z, or exclusive moves like Conversion or abilities. They're just not in the game yet, so for now, Porygon is one of the things that I would call a bad Pokemon by comparison. It is not an awful Pokemon, I wouldn't call it awful, but it is one of those cases where it is outclassed by so many things that I really don't see why you would use it over a Clefable, for example. At least not if you're playing the numbers game. Of course, when it comes to Pokemon, you are gonna pick what you want. And if you really like Porygon, either because of its lore, its story with the anime, or simply its design, then by all means, go ahead and use it. It is not unusable. It would kinda be like the same as choosing a Pikachu over a Raichu. Can you play the game? Of course you can. Can you have fun? Of course you can. So, pick your poison. Is Porygon awful? No. I would say that it's okay. But the fact that it is outclassed by so many things just brings it to the bottom of the barrel. And that's one thing that I really enjoy about Pokemon Colosseum. In those games you have a limited roster, so Pokemon that would normally be very unusable, or at least outclassed, like Porygon, actually get a chance to shine because you just don't have better options. I'm gonna get into more detail about that later on, because there is an even better example of this happening than Porygon, but just know that, is it awful? No, but it's also kinda not the very best. So know what you're getting into if you really want to use Porygon. Also, you're gonna have to grind 9,999 coins in the casino. Good luck with that. Yeah, it's not worth it. It is for the Pokédex, but yeah. And over here, you can actually get some good TMs. And those TMs are TM23 Dragon Rage, which always deals 40 damage. It is the only Dragon type move in the game, meaning that it's actually impossible to deal super effective Dragon type damage against dragons. So yeah, that's just a little fun fact. This is the only Dragon type move in the game. Offensive Dragon type move. Next up we have TM15 Hyper Beam. Oh my gosh, Hyper Beam. 120 power. Of course, you will have to rest for one turn after you use it. So it's kind of like 60 power just in one turn instead of two. But yeah, it is super powerful. Normal type, physical, so you know, use it wisely. And TM50 Substitute. Basically what you do is you sacrifice some of your HP and you will put up a substitute. And so every single damage that you would take will instead be taken from the substitute. This is really good if you're fighting a Pokemon against which you have a really bad disadvantage. For example, if you're using a grass type and you're fighting a fire type, the damage you would take from that Pokemon would be greater than a quarter of your HP. So using a quarter of your HP to put up a substitute will be the smart choice right there. So those are just some of the rewards that you can get if you manage to collect enough coins. But how do you get coins, do you ask? Well, by gambling, of course. Let's talk to people. Here are some coins, shoot. Yeah. Give kids some coins and then they disappear from our face. Chirp, 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 chirp. It should be you, I think. No. Oh no, this is actually the gym guide. That's why he wasn't there. That's why he wasn't at the gym. Keep this quiet. It's rumored that this way. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you told me that already. Ah, here we go. We got some money. There are also some hidden coins around the place, so let's see if we can find all of those. Boom, some more coins. 100 freaking coins. And 10 more coins. Boom, 20 more coins. And 10 more coins. And 10 more coins. And 10 more coins. And 20 more coins. And 10 more. And 20 more. And 10 more. And 10 more coins. So there we have it. Those are all the coins scattered around the floor. If you get all of those, you should end up with 280 coins total. That is not enough. I think that's enough for Abra. But yeah, that's not enough for anything else really if you really want it, if you really want that. This girl right here, let's see. Yeah, she'll just tell you about the other place. You can also buy coins, of course, so if you just want to exchange money, you can do that. But it will get really expensive if you want that Porygon. So how else do you get money? Well, by gambling, of course. So yeah, it is that simple. Line up everything that you want. Beep, beep, beep. Nope. I lost. Nope. And yeah, you just... Nope. You just keep gambling and then you can probably win something eventually, maybe, if you keep trying. So yeah, just do this however long you want, and then you may end up getting some money. Let's see if we can get something. I'm just gonna play for a little bit. Oh, there we go. Got 3 coffins. 15 coins. Yeah, baby. Give it up, give it up. Now, there seems to be kind of a rhythm here, but nah, there probably isn't one. This place, it's gambling. It literally is gambling. If you're good enough, maybe you can do it. Speedrunners probably have this thing nailed down to the microsecond. But yeah, if you really want to spend your time in here, you can do it. Slots is all you can do. But yeah, just hop on a machine and start gambling. But that one guy did tip us off that there was a button and a secret basement here. A button behind a poster, and the only poster is being blocked by this guy. So let's talk to him. Right after we switch Zoo up to the front for no reason at all. Haha. I'm guarding this poster. Go away or else. What? Go away or else what? You'll fight me? You're already doing that and I'm not even away. Yeah, he's gonna have a level 20 Raticate. This is just so sad. Critical hit! I'm pretty sure that was useless, but hey, who am I to judge? Oh yeah, the person who's judging. And of course a Zubat. Oh, rockets, 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 rockets. You never know when to quit, do you? Yeah. And there we go. Give some experience, glow level 30. Chirp, 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 chirp. Whatever works for you. Dang. Now, if he wanted, he could just not move. I'm just saying that. Our hideout might be discovered. I better tell boss. And Pikachu moves out of the way. So polite. Very nice, Pikachu. Very nice. And then he walks over there. And disappears. Okay. I don't know what happened. Do you, Pikachu? Aww, look at how loving he is. Hey! A switch behind the poster. Let's push it. And if we push the poster, we get a secret passage. Now this right here is Rocket's hideout. You can, of course, do this dungeon before Erica. You don't need a coin case, you don't need anything. You just need to be that one trainer who's standing in front of the poster. And then you press the switch to the poster. Now, in here, there are a bunch of items. 14 in total. Which is honestly kind of ridiculous. But yeah, it does exist. It is a thing. And there are also a bunch of trainers. Now, this is one of those dungeons, very special dungeons, where once you finish it, you will not be able to fight anyone inside. So, I want to fight everyone in here because of that. Being one to ramble on for hours and hours about a topic, I want to try to make today's videos a little bit short and simple. Now, we know what determines stats, so let's find out what they're used for. And the answer is, simply put, battles. Red? Are battles even important? Do you even know what game we're talking about? So, battles always follow the same flow of choice, action, consequence, repeat. First you choose what you're gonna do, fight, switch, use an item, or run away. Once you choose what you're gonna do and your opponent has done the same, the game executes the actions in an order. The game will always attempt running away or switching before anything else. Quick reminder that the game will never allow you to run away from trainers, and of course, wild Pokemon can switch out, so, you know, also your opponent never has the option to run away. To determine if you meant to run away or not, the game does a simple speed check against the wild Pokemon. The higher your current speed is when compared to the wild Pokemons, the higher are your chances of running away. Big speed, big chance. Meanwhile, switching is always successful under normal circumstances, and you switch the Pokemon and you're done. It's that simple. Earlier, AI never really switches Pokemon, but as the generations progressed, enemy switching became more and more common. Next up in the action queue is items. Whether you or the opponent is using an item, items will always take priority over any move. Since items only affect the team of the user, there's no point in discussing who goes first. Each item has a different effect, of course, depending on the item. Voice. Each item has a different effect, and some items cannot be used in battle, although that does not stop players from occasionally seeking the words of wisdom from the Helix gods. Now, getting on to the good stuff, actual battling. First up, we need to talk about priority moves. Certain moves in the game will have a bonus effect called priority. Priority can be positive, meaning that the move always goes first, or negative, meaning that the move always goes last. The game usually does speed checks to determine which Pokemon moves first and which one moves second. Priority will ignore all of that, full stop. Quick attack will always happen before tackle, and counter will always happen after tackle, no matter how fast or slow the Pokemon are. Other priority moves with different levels of priority were added in the later generations, but for Generation 1, quick attack and counter are all you have to worry about. But what happens if two Pokemon use quick attack in the same turn? Well, I'm glad you asked. If the priority is the same between both attacks, it doesn't matter if it's +1, 0, -1, or whatever. The game runs what I've quickly mentioned before, the speed check. This is where stats start to come in, and understanding how they work is key to making sure battles always swing your way. The game will look at the current speed value of both acting Pokemon. The one with the higher current speed moves first. It's that simple. As of Generation 1, this is all that speed does. Well, this and running away. but later generations added moves that give speed a little something extra to do. There are ways to change a Pokemon's current speed. Some quick examples would be the item X speed and the move's agility or string shot. Those affect the current speed, so they will affect who moves first. Agility increasing speed, so you will probably move first, and of course string shot decreasing your opponent's speed, meaning that you will also usually move first. Now, generally speaking, you're gonna want to move first. Occasions where you want to move second are rare, although they do exist and did become more common as the generations went by and strategic diversity became more prevalent. I mean, since we're talking about the generations, might as well say that today is actually viable to have a team with the slowest possible Pokemon because of a simple move called Trick Room. But rule of thumb, high speed is better than low speed. So now we know who's gonna move first. What happens next? Well, that will depend entirely on what move was used. I could spend hours and hours listing the different moves and what they do, but it's a case by case and some of them changed with Generation 2, so there's literally no point in doing it. Want to learn about a move? Check out Bulbapedia. It is and will continue to be my go-to source for everything Pokemon. Link, of course, in the doobly-doo. Once you've chosen a move, the game will execute an accuracy check. Running numbers will determine whether the move hits or not. It's that simple. There's a tiny 1 in 256 chance that a move with 100% accuracy will miss in Generation 1. Info in the doobly-doo, but aside from that, the listed accuracy is very reliable. 1 in 256 is less than 0.1%. It's closer to like 0.05%. But, you know, it's that low, the chance of missing with a 100 accuracy move. There are a few details about accuracy that are worth mentioning though. Just like you can use agility to increase your speed or string shot to lower the opponent's speed, there are moves and items in the game that will change accuracy. Accuracy, as I've mentioned, is actually two different stats that will always be set to neutral in the beginning of a battle. Those being accuracy and evasion. You can manipulate both stats on both active Pokemon, and any changes will wear off if you switch out. There are also a couple moves that will completely ignore the accuracy check, the most notable mentions being Swift and Bite. Bite only for Generation 1, after Generation 2 it actually got an accuracy check. Those can hit even during the invulnerable turn of moves like Dig or Fly, which of course was an oversight corrected by Generation 2. So now let's say that the move you chose is a hit. What happens next? Well, next the game calculates damage, if of course damage was the effect of the move, which will be subtracted from the stat HP. If your HP reaches 0, of course, you faint, you lose the battle. So you don't want your HP to reach 0. Damage is an amalgamation of a bunch of different numbers and modifiers, the most notable being the move's base power, the attacker's offensive stat, and the receiver's defensive stat. There's the formula, that's what the game uses to get to the number. The best way to understand is through an example. So let's say that this level 89 Pikachu is fighting this level 93 Machamp. Here are their stats. Once again, learn more about them up in the cards. I told Pikachu to use Thunderbolt and the AI told Machamp to use Earthquake. Both of the selected moves have the same priority, so we run a speed check. Pikachu is faster, so Pikachu moves first. Thunderbolt, it's a hit. Plug the numbers into the formula. Thunderbolt has a 95 base power and it's an electric move. Electric is a special type for generations 1 through 3, so we're gonna use Pikachu's special and Machamp's special. Again, special is just one stat in generation 1, so it acts for both offense and defense. Plug in some other numbers, let them have a party, and now we have the modifiers. Let's throw away all the ones that aren't relevant for generation 1, and boom, now we can talk about them. Critical hits are weird, so for the sake of simplicity, we'll say that it wasn't a critical. Info up in the cards, we'll set it to 1 for the example. Random is, well, randomly generated and can be from 0.85 to 1. 1's the best option, but because it's random, let's use a random number generator. Boom! This exists to add some luck into the battle. Lower level fights won't see this in play often at all, but higher level ones will see a difference of 1 to 5 damage per turn that we call damage range, which can be a blessing or curse. Stab is same type attack bonus. If the move and the user share a type, set it to 1.5. Pokemon with 2 types will of course have 2 different types they can gain stab from. If the types are different, set it to 1. Until generation 6, moves never had 2 types, so the modifier stab is always either 1 or 1.5. Type effectiveness is the super effective or not very effective thing we've been seeing for 19 episodes so far. The multiplier can be either 0, a quarter, half, 1, 2, or 4, depending on the type interactions. Yes, immunities do exist. Flying type Pokemon can never be hit by ground type moves, Ghost type Pokemon can never be hit by fighting or normal type moves, and Psychic type Pokemon can never be hit by Ghost type moves for Generation 1. You can always check the sidebars for more info. So Dual type Pokemon will have their interactions multiplied, so being a Grass Bug means that it's squad weak to fire because Grass takes double damage, Bug takes double damage, 2 times 2 is 4, same goes for Resisting, it's as simple as multiplying. Machamp is fighting, and Electric is null on fighting, so we'll set type each one. Let these new numbers have an after party, and this is the final number that will be subtracted from Machamp's HP. Pikachu moved, now Machamp moves. Earthquake is also a hit, base power is 100 and it's a ground type move. Ground is a physical type for generations 1 to 3, so we use Machamp's attack stat and Pikachu's defense stat. Plug everything in, party hard, onto the modifiers. For simplicity again, we'll say no crit, so 1, random, boom. Machamp is a fighting type and Earthquake is ground, so this means no stab, so 1. Earthquake is a ground type and Pikachu is electric. Electric is weak against the ground, so we set type to 2. Party so hard, Katy Perry writes a song, and boom! That is the damage that will be subtracted from Pikachu's HP stat. The damage was greater than Pikachu's HP post-subtraction, so Pikachu fainted and the battle goes on with either sending out another Pokemon or blacking out because Pikachu was our last. At the end of the day, battles are simple. Bring enemies' HP to 0 without getting yours down to 0. And even though it is possible to win simply by spamming Fire Blast, optimization is key for proper resource management, and honestly, it's the greater part of what makes RPGs so much fun. And if you plan on going competitive at all, you need to have both this video and the previous one on status and how they work in your head at all times. All the best Pokemon players know about these in detail, and if you don't, that's already a disadvantage that no amount of Earthquaking will solve. This video right here is how I know that Earthquake usually deals more damage than Ember when used by Alan. And the only things that would turn that around is if the Pokemon either resisted Earthquake or took quad super effective damage versus Fire. Again, do you need to know any of this to play and enjoy a Pokemon game? Absolutely not. But there's just something in these games, Pokemon Go included, that just brings out our competitive sides. You wanna be the very best? Like no one ever was? Well, this video and the articles in the doobly-doo are the best ways to do it, so read on and kick some virtual pet butt. Now on with the video. The elevator doesn't work? Who has the lift key? Oh gee, I wonder. Oh my, who could possibly have the lift key? Anyway, this guy right here is the one you want to fight because he has the lift key. So, I taught Tattle Ice Beam and also Metronome. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, she'll learn this one naturally. Metronome, okay. Metronome is a random move. It will pick a random move out of the entire game's data. Like, seriously, Tattle with Metronome can use anything from cut to, I don't know, explosion, if she wants to. That's what Metronome does, it just picks a move at random. So you can have a lot of fun with this, and because Sing is a little bit on the luck side, I decided, I'm just gonna teach her Metronome. It's also a little bit on the luck side, and it's also a lot more fun. I will probably get screwed over a couple times. I could just Ice Beam this Zubat, for example, but let's see. Splash! I could have Ice Beamed the dude, but nope, I'm gonna Metronome and Splash. Yep, see? Anything from Splash to Explosion. And now I'm confused, and I hurt myself, and the battle's just going south. Let's see, what is this gonna do? Guillotine! Oh man, 30%. Guillotine is another 100, no, sorry, one hit knockout move. But it does have low accuracy. I do think Tattle, well, Tattle is faster because, yeah, see, she's moving first, so she's faster. But yeah, 30% accuracy. But the Zubat just keeps confusing me. I'm just having fun here. Here's another Supersonic. Let's see, what is it this time? Ice Beam! This is the game's way of saying, dude, stop messing around. Just Ice Beam the Zubat. No! Now, guys, I don't think you're ready for the most epic and well thought out line in the history of forever. Oh no! I dropped the lift key! Oh no! I dropped the lift key. Yes! The dude seriously said it. And then you can just pick up the lift key. Even though I just waited like 10 seconds. Like, oh no, I dropped the lift key. Oh, poor guy. And yeah. Now Pikachu is not feeling ecstatic anymore. He's feeling loving, which is nice. Finally a different emotion. Now I'm just gonna teleport out. Because, oh, I can teleport out. I can use an escape rope, but I can teleport. Okay, fine, sure, whatever. Yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing. But yeah, once you get the lift key, you can actually finish the dungeon. So, now all we have to do is, I think, go to either the first or the second floor. It might be the second, but I'm also gonna check out the first, just to be safe. If we come up here... Is there anything on this plant? No? Okay. This gate, yeah, we can't do anything with the gate. But we can do something with this plant. Aha! PP up! That's gonna increase the PP for one of our moves. And I think I do want to use that for... Just for the fun of it, I'm gonna use it on Metronome. Metronome is not a good move. Metronome is just a fun move, so that's all I'm gonna say. It is not a move that you should be using if you wanna just win. Because it's just a silly move. It's so silly, it's so stupid, like, oh my god, Metronome. I just love it because of how random it is. It's so weird. Like, I'm not usually a fan of leaving things up to luck, but Metronome is one of those things that it's so off the wall that it's just hilarious. Like, Taro used freaking Splash against the Zubat. Why? Why would anyone ever do that? Just for fun. That's, at the end of the day, video games are for fun, so, you know. Why not teach Metronome to your Clefairy? Sometimes you just want to have fun. But anyway, yeah, this is just so slow. I'm just run out of things to say because of how slow those tiles are. Painfully slow. I guess they just had no better way to animate, but yeah, now that we have the lift key, we can actually move around and we have access to the fourth, the rest of the fourth floor. I don't think we can go to the third one, because there shouldn't be a way out. Nice. Please don't disable my metronome. Okay, my Ice Beam. I don't care about my Ice Beam. Just let me metronome my way. I'll be happy. Oh, I'm taking in sunlight. I use Solar Beam. Oh my gosh, metronome. What is this? Meditate. Sure. Raise my attack. Why not? Metronome. Rock throw. Sure. Why not? Super powerful. I raised my attack, so, you know. Metronome, come on. Hyper Beam! Honey, I'm counting that as a useless critical just because it's Metronome Hyper Beam. That was insane. I'm gonna switch out because otherwise I'm gonna have to rest for this turn. Oh my gosh. I love Metronome. It's so much fun. I'm enjoying myself way too much with just one silly move. It's probably because it's like midnight. Some nice cold water to lubricate the throat. Why? You challenged me. And after you beat him, you open the gate and then you can freely get into the lift from the very first floor. Which is great. Okay, and now that we're over here, and we have the lift unlocked, we can just go, yeah, you can go to the third floor. Over to the basement fourth floor. Before F, I don't get that notation, like before F, basement fourth floor. That's what it's supposed to be. Not another step, Brett! How dare you humiliate us at Mount Moon! It's payback time, you Brett! Oh, okay then. Well, I guess we're fighting Team Rocket. Hello! And we're fighting Rocket again. They're gonna, of course, start off with their coffin. Level 25, pure poison type, tackle, and smog. The only difference from their previous coffin is that it's higher level. That's it. I don't think it got high level enough to evolve. I think it's like 32 or something. But yeah, poor guy. No difference at all. I'm just gonna Ice Beam, just to take care of the battle quickly. There we go. Now it's gonna use Meowth, which is also level 25 with Growl, Bite, Payday, and Screech. Now against this Meowth, I'm just gonna use Mega Punch. I could Metronome. Oh hey, this is cool. I'm gonna get 50 extra coins. Yay. Yeah, I could Metronome and just try to have fun with this, but I just want to get this fight over with. It's not worth the time. Level 32, awesome. And now they're gonna send out their Ekans. I'm not gonna switch out. It's level 25 with Bite, Leer, Poison Stick, and Poison Sting, and Glare. Just gonna Mega Punch. That should take care of it. I'm high level enough. Yeah. Currently, Mega Punch is my highest damaging move with Tattle, because of same type attack bonus. Such a dreadful twerp! And we got some money, and we picked up some extra. Looks like Team Rocket's blessed enough again! Yeah, it's so sad. Okay, this entire dungeon, it kind of bothers me how unbalanced it is. Because, like, we're on our 30s right now. Maybe we should have a 4th Pokemon, and that would delay us a little bit further. But we are on our 30s, and everything here is on its 20s. So, I don't know what to do. I mean, I am over leveled, but there's nothing I can do. Like, I could just keep myself to using one Pokemon, and that's what I'm doing. But it just doesn't make this any more difficult. Now, we just picked up an Iron that increases defense, so I'm gonna give that to Tattle because she's a tank. And some eagle-eyed viewers might have noticed that I brought with myself some items. The first one being TM49 that we got from the girl on the rooftop of the Cerulean department store. This is Tri-Attack. I looked at it, and Tri-Attack actually has the same power as Mega Punch, but it has 100 accuracy. So it is actually more worth it than Mega Punch. Yeah. So I'm just gonna override Mega Punch. It does have a lot less PP. From 20 it becomes 10. Mega Punch has 20 PP. Tri-Attack only has 10. But yeah, because it has the same power and more accuracy, it's actually worth it. And some of you might have noticed that I actually have another item that I just picked up. The Moonstone. Ladies and gentlemen, after learning Metronome, it is time. Tattle is gonna evolve. Congratulations! Tattle evolved into Clefable! Yes! Now, Clefable is an amazing Pokemon! It is so good! Physical attack is spot on. It has good HP. It has good defense. Well, its physical attack could be better, but you know, it's good! And with HP and defense and special, it was made to be a tank. But because special is just one stat here in Generation 1, it ends up being a tank and have good offense. Clefable is good at everything. Its only problem is that it's kinda slow. Kinda, and even then it's kinda slow. And see, even my Clefable has great attack. Tattle is just really good at everything. Oh, Clefable is such an amazing Pokemon, and it stays amazing throughout the generations. Even after the special split on Generation 2, it is still really good. It is nerfed because its special attack is lower than its special defense, but yeah, it's supposed to be a tank, so it makes sense. And look at that HP! Oh my mama! It is just so good at everything. And now, I decided to evolve Clefairy at level 31, well, 32 because she got another one, because her last 2 moves would have been Defense Curl, which is exactly the same as Harden. So, you know, it's good for a tank, it's good. But it's just, I don't think it's worth it. And also Light Screen at level 48. I would have to wait 16 more levels to evolve Clefairy. I can't do that. So even though Light Screen is an amazing move, it will double your special defense. It does not affect your special attack, but it doubles your special defense, and that is just insane. But I'm not willing to wait that long, so I just wanted my Clefable, and I decided to evolve at level 31 after it learns Metronome, because Metronome is a fun move. Now if we walk up here, we're gonna meet this guy. So, I must say, I am impressed you got here. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to fight the leader of Team Rocket. And his name is Giovanni! Haha! But just like before, he's a pushover. At level 25, he has an Onyx with Rock Throw, Bind, Rage, and Screech Rock Ground type. Look at that sprite. So powerful! My Clefable, not his Onyx. His Onyx sucks because it's level 25. Yeah, see, it's the same problem as before. Like, this is supposed to be the battle, but after Rock Tunnel, it's really hard to be under your level. It's really hard to be under level 28. And then you even get through Route 7, you can fight Erica, you can go through a little bit of the tower. So it's really hard to be proper leveled for these battles, which I think is a problem. Now, if I'm not mistaken, in the remakes they did change it. Let me double check. Nope. In the remakes it's the same, yeah, same pushover. So yeah, it's, I don't know, it just makes me kind of mad. Anyway, Onyx, Rock Ground. I could Ice Beam, that is super effective against ground, but Bubble Beam, it's quite effective. Onyx doesn't stand a chance. It's a freaking Clefable. Even as Clefairy, Tato would take this down in one hit. I love you, Tato, so good. Next up, he's gonna use up Rhyhorn, level 24, Rock Ground type with Horn Attack. That's it, he has Horn Attack. That is his only move, no joke. Ugh. Critical hit, that was so useless. Oh my god, that was such overkill. But yeah, he has Horn Attack, big deal. Doesn't even have Earthquake or anything, it's just level 25. Next up, he's gonna use a Persian. Now, in red and blue, he would not have this Persian. Instead, he would have a Kangaskhan, level 29, normal type, with Comet Punch, Rage, and Bite. But once again, because Pokemon Yellow is supposed to be, you know, the video game equivalent of the Pokemon anime, Giovanni, the leader of Team Rocket, has a Persian. Am I gonna switch out? No. I'm gonna stick around. It's level 25 normal type with Payday, Screech, Bite, and Growl. Meowth's evolution. I'm just gonna have fun with Metronome. He's gonna bite me, but because I'm not a fairy type and Bite is not a dark type move, I'm all good. Oh, Double Slap. Metronome became Double Slap. Oh boy. Yeah, hit me with that Payday. Hit me with that Payday. Come on, give me more dough. Give me more dough. I'm gonna get 54 coins. Oh, Absorb. Nice. Okay, fine, sure. So weak. Come on, give me something else. Guard Spec. Back. One of the only flying type moves in the game. Come on. Constrict. Sure. I'll take it. Now he can switch out? Is that what it is? Come on, give me something good. Meditate. Oh. Come on, give me something good. I'm just trying to have fun. Oh! Oh, and I flinched. Okay, I'm gonna switch out. Yeah, I could have bitten him with Clefairy, but nah. Clefable. Yeah, he's Clefable now. Oh, sorry, Tato. Clefable. But yeah, I wanted to have fun with Metronome, see if something silly would happen. But nah. That's just Amber. I need better moves on Alan. Holy smokes. I did pick up a bunch of HMs. TMs. I could have dug. That would have dealt more damage. Alan is so weak. But hey, he defeated Giovanni. Way to go. Congratulations, guys. Giovanni's down. What? This cannot be. Buddy, you have level 25 Pokemon. I see that you raise your Pokemon with the utmost care. A child like you would never understand what I hope to achieve. I shall step aside this time. I hope we'll meet again. And he disappears, leaving behind the Sylph Scope. Yes. Now, I think there's a hidden item here in this room. Let me just double check, of course. Always double check, yes. Should be right here. Here? Yeah, here we go. Super Potion. Nice. Never need to buy those, ever. And with that, we complete Rocket's hideout by picking up the Sylph Scope. So let's just get out of this place. And with the Rocket hideout taken care of, I think we're gonna wrap things up right here. So next time on Pokemon Yellow, we will take the Silph Scope back to Lavender Town and maybe see what Lavender Tower is all about. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. And Pikachu still loves us. So cute, but I still love Taro more, because at least she accepted my evolution stone.